Hi everybody, Radical Gardener. It is gorgeous out today. 70 degrees, 72. It's a little bit dark. Let me just make that lighter. Is that better? There we go. No humidity. Setting up the more of the garden. Have a raised bed. April 27th maybe is it on a Monday, something like that. So I did get another raised bed, and I'm going to plant it this evening, probably around 5:30. And I believe it's fruit day, and that's time to do the fruit. And I'm going to plant some eggplant, and I think I have okra seeds. And if I don't, I am going to order some and plant them down the line. And I also have that Armenian cucumbers, and I might plant those. And what else? I'm going to look and see what else I might want to plant, but I'll have room to plant maybe 3 or 4 things. So yeah, and then once that's planted, I'll go get another raised bed. I'll just keep doing it until I don't have any room anymore. And I had to clear some of the plants that I had here around the pool. It's just becoming too much work. It looks great, but leaves drop off and everything. And really, I have enough to do. I don't need to invent more work for myself. Okay, so do you remember some time back? Those of you who follow me and watch my videos, I got these like Doomsday Cards. I call them Doomsday Cards. In the For Patriot Supply when I ordered a year's worth of prep food, and 52 items to Hoard Before Crisis. And I got these like last year, so I'm going to pick up where I left off from last time, whenever that was. It was probably like 6 months ago. What's really interesting, here's one: a bandana. A bandana is more than a cool fashion statement. In a survival situation, it has many practical uses. A bandana is good for sunshade, a dust mask, a head wrap, a pot holder, a hand or dish towel, a pillow, an evaporation cooler, a medical sling, and a signaling device. Pack several as they are lightweight and easily folded. That's really good advice, actually. So there. All right. Backpack. Everyone in your family or party should have a backpack. We do, and it's already packed. So everything that you would need if you were out, backpacking for the 2 weeks, we have it in our backpacks. Everyone in your family or party should have a backpack, which is a great way to carry gear while keeping arms and hands free. Don't skimp here, as this is for long-term use. Make sure the straps are wide so they don't cut into your shoulders, and that the bottom is reinforced. It should be water resistant with different compartments to hold various items. And I don't think Joe really likes our backpacks, and he's wanted to get a couple of new ones. But I got to tell you, I feel in my gut that we would never ever use them. But we're in hurricane country now, so you never know. Radio. We have one of these. A crank operated radio, and we have a transistor radio. And we keep our transistor radio and some electronics. We keep them in an old microwave, which you can pick up for pennies, basically at like Salvation Army, what have you, in their great Faraday cages. So it protects electronics in case anything goes wonky with the grid. So real easy to do, doesn't cost a lot of money. Always stay really relaxed about this stuff, right? Just stay relaxed about it. Remember, I did this over 5-10 years time, gathered all this stuff. So the radio, a crank operated radio, could be your only link to announcements where aid is available. Plus, Joe's a ham radio operator. Which areas to avoid, local weather alerts, and other important information during an emergency. So that's great for us because, again, hurricanes happen. They don't happen very much where I'm at, but you never know. The crank provides the power so no outlet is needed. Some radios can change your electronic devices. Durability is a key, with some featuring protective rubber casing. Super glue. Now that's good. Do you know what the thing was that we didn't have? And I mean, we got by fine without it. Was bleach. Yeah. So now we have about 10 bottles of bleach. Okay, super glue. So that's a great one. You'll want several tubes of super glue on hand or an equivalent such as artificial fingernail glue. You'll be amazed at its many uses, including repairing a crack in a water bottle or canteen, protecting finger blisters. It's great for that. From infection, you can also use it to fix a broken knife grip, secure 2 pieces of wood, or suture wounds, which Joe is well aware of that, being a medic in Special Forces. Its small size makes for easy packing. So that's really a good idea. Duct tape. We know duct tape is one of the great universal truths. After being in a band most of my life, you have to have your duct tape. All right, there have been hundreds of books written on creative ways to use duct tape. And just checking my time. And many can be applied to surviving a disaster. Among its uses are repairing tears in a poncho, tent, or clothing, making shoes waterproof, great idea, holding gauze on a wound, making a cup to collect water, another great idea, holding fishing hooks in place, and wrapping lightly around sticks to form cordage. A loud emergency whistle, such as a police or coach's whistle, is a must for you and every member of your party. Always keep it around your neck or in a pocket. It could literally be a lifesaver. It might scare off a human or animal attacker or help when someone becomes separated from the group. Children need to understand that it's not a toy. That's a great idea. And, hanging a whistle around a child's neck in case they get lost, that is not a bad idea. Batteries. We have so many batteries, so that's a good thing. And we have a boom box that'll operate with batteries too, so we have that. Yeah. Tools. Well, a lot of our tools stayed in Michigan, sorry to say, so we're replacing those. Regardless of whether you consider yourself handy, you will benefit greatly from a sturdy set of tools. So we have your basics, right? But there's things that we could really flush this out, and Joe is talking about that. So, just things like hammer, screwdriver, wrench, nails, screws, nuts, and bolts. And you should also pack a folding camp shovel, which we have, an axe, as well as a sharpening tool. We have all that. So, just have a bag, so if you need to throw them, in the bag, if you need to get out of where you are fast, that's marked tools, and or a little box that you can throw stuff in. That works. Tent, we know about tents. Compass, I have a compass you can wear that I got at a vintage store. It's really cool. And Joe has a compass, and Joe has a great sense of direction. As long as I don't get separated from him, I'd just be wandering around in a circle. So compass. And then, we've got guns and ammunition. And ammunition, I don't know what it's like now, but whenever we've needed it, it's been available. But people say there's a shortage on ammunition. I don't know if we've ever experienced it, but then we haven't bought it in a long time. So if that's something you're concerned with, then, spend a few bucks, maybe once a month, and just beef up your stockpile, right? All right. Actually, I'm going to be, Joe and I are going to do a training in the next month that they have right here by the house for, CCW training, carry a concealed weapon. So that's something I've always wanted to know how to shoot, just in case of an emergency. And I probably have shot a gun once, but I would like to learn how. All right, so we're going to just do one more, and then we're going to go into the garden. Okay, a paracord, or a P cord, or a parachute cord. This is a lightweight yet extremely strong cord with multiple uses. It can bind logs and any other materials that you may need together to start a fire. It's also strong enough to pull heavy objects by hand or with your car. If you don't feel you need cord this strong, at least have 50 feet of strong rope. That is really, really good advice. So those are my Doomsday cards. Love. Okay, let's go take a walk, shall we? Turning it around. What a day, huh? Doesn't this look like paradise? All right, let me show you what's happening here. Look at this plant. Isn't he crazy looking? That's ginger, you guys. That's ginger. I said, Joe, it looks like this plant's dying. It's not. It needs to get the hell out of the pot. So I have to repot it. I got it from somebody in the neighborhood, and I didn't know what it was. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got here. All right, everybody. Check it out. Look, I added a lot more. So, there's my other bed. I haven't planted it yet. And I've got a palm now next to it. This is a plant that was left by the former owners. Here, isn't it beautiful? But I wish you could, let's straighten this out. There we go. I wish you could smell this. This is this huge plant. Look at this flower. It's the size of my head. It is heaven. Just pure heaven to smell. What is this? Oh my gosh, I wish you could smell it. It's so beautiful. So I've got my beds filled up with soil. And those purple flowers, they're Mexican. What are they? Mexican? Not Mexican pansies. Is that it? Anyways, and there's some succulents there. So anyways, I have that, and he needs to be watered. So yep, get ready to do this bed, and I'll probably plant it tonight. And I'll come around here. So you can see it is really filling out. And I cleared around the bed. I just have this bag. I kind of threw my back out, so I can't lift that today, but you can see cucumbers, squash, peppers, 1,000-head kale. Everything's just doing so well. Radishes are I just thinned them out today. So then we're going to have to thin out the carrots next. So yeah. So when it gets to be, around this size, I start pulling things and giving the plant some room. I used to do dense gardening all the time. I really don't like it. I don't know why I did it this time. I think I was just tired and got lazy, but I like to space out my seeds. But check it out. It's my potting table. Isn't this great? It's metal. So I have all my stuff here under this beautiful tree. See how shady it is. But look at this thing. This is so cool. So it's a bag there. You can't really see it here. See? So you can put your soil in it and then just pot from there. And then when you have your pot on top of the grate, which is removable, right? The soil goes right back in the bag. How slick is this thing? And it's really sturdy, really sturdy. Isn't that great? And you can slide that shelf down there anywhere that you want it. I really love this thing. And I'll stack my soil and everything over here, so this is where I can do my potting. And I'll be putting some more plants here. But listen, when you're putting a garden together, the thing I like to do, so I'm not overwhelmed by it, is I like to start in a corner and work out, and then that way it's just kind of clear to me what to do next. So I just started on one end and I'm just working my way around the garden. So that's how I'm going to do it. Okay, well, I'm going to go. Anyways, Radical Gardener, from my garden to yours, may your garden always grow. Sending you a ton of love.